love her.
But anyway, speaking of personal space, where you been at? You haven't been with us. Okay. You haven't been out with us. You haven't been partying with us.
Yes.
Where you been, girl?
I've been getting my life together, girl.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with
but
that.
I'm back now.
Yes.
Back with the jump on.
Yeah.
So tell us what we've been missing. Like, what's been going on?
Girl,
you know?
So basically, I just been trying to get out here and grind. Like, get out here and do what I came out here to do.
Right.
I know
that's
right, girl.
Which is
tell
acting.
yes.
Hi.
Yes.
So
introduce yourself. Yes.
So my name is Kyndra Mack, and I am an actress. Period. Point blank.
Hey.
That is all. There is no plan B. All right. But yeah, so I'm originally from South Carolina and Texas. Moved out to LA. Yeah.
How you from both?
Okay, this is how I'm from both. Okay, I get this question.
South Carolina and Texas.
So understand, I grew up in a really small town in South Carolina, right? 1,500 people.
Oh.
I moved away when I was small. Couldn't date nobody, baby. Everybody's my cousin.
Right.
Okay. So then when I got 18, I moved to Dallas.
Okay.
In South Carolina, much like T.I.'s daughter, I was on lock and key, could not do anything. So you ask me something about South Carolina, I'm not going to know anything about how to tell you to get to my school and how to tell you to get to church. I know nothing, right? Dallas is where I became an adult. So I know more about Dallas than I do South Carolina, and I was there for 10 years. So that's why I claim both.
Yeah.
Okay.
South Carolina birthed you and Dallas raised you.
Dallas raised me.
Yeah. Raised, paced, all that.
All of that.
Okay. Yeah.
So how's LA been treating you?
I love LA.
You been out here how long?
A year and a half.
Oh.
So I moved down here.
Oh, so you met us when you got out here.
She said she was fresh.
Literally,
I love it. We got
fresh
introduced to the honey.
The first people the first person I hit out here was Didi. I was like,
I'm here.
I'm here. I've arrived.
Right.
So been out here for a year and a half. Been in the beginning it was a struggle for me because I'm a single mom, so I had to get out here and figure out life first before I decided.
And it's very expensive from South Carolina.
It is.
Even Texas.
Even from Texas. Like when I was in Texas, I had a 3-bedroom house and I was paying $975.
That's VA prices.
We all just fell out.
So getting out here, it was crazy for me, and it was a big culture shock because I was just like, okay, I don't know what to do.
where?
Right.
Yeah, no, and if it wasn't for me knowing Didi and then meeting you guys, I don't know what I would have done because I would have been out here like really by myself trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that is very much the point.
It was really a blessing meeting y'all, and and so this past year I just been trying to figure out how to maintain a balance of being a mom and being an actress.
That's important.
And putting my best foot forward in both.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm still trying to learn.
Okay.
And we always have room to grow.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How long have you been pursuing acting?
I've honestly been acting since I was 3.
Awesome.
Oh.
So 25 years.
Yeah.
Seasons. And so I've always known that it's what I wanted to do.
Right.
Went to a performing arts high school.
Okay.
I actually went to the same high school as Danielle Brooks from Orange is the New Black.
Nice.
They all graduated from my school.
Hey.
And then I went to SMU, which is where I met Didi.
Okay.
And I graduated with the BFA in theater.
Okay.
Emphasis in acting. So it's literally been what I wanted to do my whole life.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. Do you have any like inspirations that got you there, or it's just been like you just are who you are and you're just like, baby, people need to see me?
So a little bit of both. Like my sisters, they're singers, right?
Okay. Nice.
And I sing too, but not as well as them. So I was like, okay, they singing, what can I do?
Right.
That's gonna make me different, right?
Sure.
And then it's just I really had a knack for acting. Like when I was little, the Nicole Brown and O.J. Simpson trial. When I was like really, really little, me and my brother would play out Nicole and O.J. And so that's what I was doing, right? I was doing that little role play acting when I was little. Yeah, and so that was my first like few memories of acting.
Yeah.
And then everything that I was auditioning for, like all the schools and stuff, I was getting into, and so I was like, okay, this is something that I'm good at.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, all right, I'm gonna pursue it.
Right.
And that's gonna be it. No secondary anything.
That's how I am. I'm very much like that. Like, I'll be like, there's no plan B. Like, this is what I am. I done came this far doing this. There's no plan B. This is what it is. And I feel like that's a good thing, like, to have. Like, I think Will Smith that said the same thing. Like, there's no plan B.
Probably.
So
that sounds like him.
It does.
Have you had like, what are like your biggest like struggles in the industry like that you have came across? Because you came from really all sides of the nation.
Right.
So like,
and then also being a black woman.
Yeah. So it's like all that on top. Like, what has been like your biggest like challenges being in the industry?
So with me, most of my experience came from theater.
Okay.
So I did musical theater, straight plays, classical plays, all throughout the beginning of my life and until recently I moved out here and decided I'm gonna do film. So with doing film, that's a little more difficult because out here is really about who you know.
Yeah.
That's what I've been seeing
Very
a lot.
cliquish.
And so I'm trying to break into that because I know once I get into the room, you're not gonna forget me.
Yeah.
Okay. So the hardest part is getting into the room.
Yeah,
you'll get there.
Yeah, and
Right.
that's one thing people have to realize. Like, a large part of it is talent, but a large part of it is also networking. Communicating with people, getting people that can vouch for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's a very large part of it. So you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have nobody representing or helping you out, it's a dud. Like,
To quote the philosopher 2 Chainz, hard work beats talent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you can have all that talent, but if you don't have the work to do
and the people in the community.
No, it's like network. It's networking. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like your hard work. Like, who do you know? But you have to go out and meet these people. You're not gonna know nobody sitting in the house. You gotta walk outside. You gotta say hello. You gotta network with people. You gotta meet, mix, and mingle, and meet the Hollywood Honeys.
I think that is one of my struggles, right? Because most of
you are hello,
but only when I'm around people that I'm already comfortable with.
Right.
When I met you guys, I knew that you were solid because I met you through somebody that I was already comfortable with.
Okay.
And so it was easy for me to be like, oh, hey girls, but like just going into a space where I don't know anybody is difficult for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that leads me to this question. So, if I had to ask all of you guys, is there anything that you think in particular that may be holding you back from being successful?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
As successful as you want to be, I should say, because obviously you all successful. Right. You know what I mean? You've made it this far. You're doing good. We all on this couch looking good, looking great. But I mean, as successful as you want to be, do you think there's anything in particular that's holding you guys back?
Yes.
Yes.
For me, it's not letting go of my safety net. Right? I have a 9 to 5.
Comfort zone.
Yeah, I have a 9 to 5, and I feel like I need to let it go because audition times are during my 9 to 5.
Yeah,
right.
I can't go and audition how I want to because I have to make sure that my kids are taken care of. But I'm like, it's a balancing act for me. And I think that's what's holding me back. Just the comfortability. The comfortability.
We get it.
Of having that job with the benefits that's consistent and stable, and then going into something that may not be as much.
And that's because I think a large part of that is because you have children to worry about. If it was just you, I feel like you'd be able to go out on a limb and it's different, But when you have other beings to worry about, it's like you gotta have that stability,
right?
And
Shaynna?
I totally agree. I totally agree about being out your comfort zone. I come from Virginia, and being freelance, that's not a job. Like, you're going to LA and you want to do fashion, that's not a job. You want to go to Fashion Week, that's not a job. Your job is working for Capital One. Right. No, so seriously,
no,
that's what my family,
girl,
that's how my family is. So when I say, hey, I want to come out here, I'm not going to say my family's holding me back because I really don't pay them too much attention sometimes, but it's sometimes they're like, Kiara, you know how easy it can be. You can come home and you can have this house and you can have this car. And I'm like, sometimes I do break down like, yes, I want to go home because I can't have all this stuff. Yeah. But it's like, why? I came this far. You know, like I came this far. And like you said about having a 9 to 5, it's very easy for me. Like I miss a lot of stuff because I do have a 9 to 5. And I have struggled because I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on my career. So balancing for me is what I still need to work on. Because I want to, of course, do events. I want to network. And when I do network, I normally get orders, you know, for my business. So it's like, I need to, you know, do more stuff. And so that's why I made sure that when we're filming, I'm here, you know. Like I try to do that because this is like my outlet to, you know, network. So I appreciate that, you know.
I'm kind of similar in that way. I feel like mine is maybe more internal with like self-doubting certain things due to I didn't grow up with people that wanted to be in the field that I'm in. So I'm doing a lot of things solo to where it's like
not to mention you the only girl.
Like I have 5 brothers. You know what I mean? So I have 5 brothers, mixed girl. Don't nobody in my family look like me. Like it's just very, you know, I mean, I got black side that look more like me, but
you ain't with them most of the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But they're the women, the cousins are a lot older too, so I didn't really grow up either with cousins that look like me and my age and going through school or going, you know, the ideas and stuff I have. I'm putting my ideas on my little brothers and stuff like, y'all better do what I tell y'all to do.
Today, damn it.
You gotta help me. And they used to help film all my little things that I wanted to do. And they be like, they still be talking about, I remember the little commercial you do. I used to submit commercials and stuff to my school of just like of my school progress. They be like, I mean, I guess that's an A. Like, I mean, this is creative. Like, but like, so for mine, it's been like a self-doubt of things to where it's been like, I'm doing everything myself, and so it's like I have a supportive family. Like they never make me feel like I need to, you know, come home and do things. My mom might say that because she's like, you sound like, you know, you might be upset. It's like, yeah, I'm just upset right now, you know. But for the most part, they like encourage me. But they don't have like, oh, well, let me call somebody for you, or let me tell you how to do this, or I was doing this. You know what I mean? Like there's no
a
like
mentor,
there's no the mentors. I don't have no paths paved for me in that type of way. And you know, I'm not saying that would that's what I want, but it would sure as hell like make it easier. So for me, like I feel like that's what holds me back of being successful. Of just like. I feel like I have been successful in making everything that I want, you know, accomplished. But at the same time, it's been a lot of trial and error and just like, I hope I'm going to do it and, you know, y'all going to back me because this is what I'm about to try to do. So you got me, I got you. So it's been a lot of that for me. But stuff I'm working on. Getting there, girl.
We're constantly growing,
You know, what about you, girl?
I feel like I'll say it's levels to my situation. Like I used to be very shy. I know that's hard for y'all to believe.
Stop lying.
I still get shy. Like I'm serious. Like if I have to talk in front of a group of people, like I'll get a little shy, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So okay, so my first thing used to be fear. I used to have a fear of just doing anything, but I knew I could always do it. Like I get with anybody I'm comfortable with, like you said, and I'm all over the place like a butterfly. So I got over that finally. And then I think the next thing was just communication, like actually going out and communicating with people. It's like, yeah, you in the room, but are you talking to people? Are you walking up? Are you introducing yourself? Like, are you doing any of these things? Because you could just stand in the corner all day, but that's not going to help you. So I got over that, you know. So right now, what I feel like maybe is just sometimes I get one-track minded. Like I feel like, no, it's supposed to go this way. And it's not supposed to go that way because God is the one that's going to tell you the way it's supposed to go. So sometimes you got to let go and let God. But sometimes I have this whole thing orchestrated in my mind, like, this is going to happen this way, and then all I end up doing is disappoint myself because it don't never go that way anyways. You know what I mean? So I just kind of feel like that would be like something I could say. But honestly, I've came to the point that I've been very fearless. I walk in rooms very fearless now. So
and they even know us when we go in the rooms now.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a blessing.
And that's comes from communicating and saying, "Hey, I'm here. I'm here.
I'm this person,"
and they're gonna know we here because we're gonna look at, we're gonna act the part, we're gonna be the part.
Okay, and a lot of that is letting go of expectations. Like you expect something to go this way rather than coming into the room, yes, with an agenda of what you want A, B, and C to be accomplished. But you can't say that it's not going to go CBA. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Like, you think that it's going to go in one order when it could go in another order. But if it's in the opposite order and you aren't receptive to that, it can alter your mood. It can alter how you even are communicating with people. It can give you bad attitudes. It can make sure it makes you not be as personable with people, and then you end up missing out on your blessings. Being so
just
focused
caught up in your own way, and your own insecurities.
Right.
We all have little issues within ourselves. You can sit here and act like you don't, but you do. Okay. And it's just a matter of how you gonna deal with it. You can sit there and dwell, or you can be like, "Girl, you tripping?" Like in your head, "Girl, what we talking about? We doing that." Like you know what I mean? And just move forward. Right. And then when support is obviously a large part of it too.
Right.
Support. Thank you, God.
And one thing I can say that my team has definitely helped me with is going more with the flow. Because I'm such a, today this is my to-do list. Like seriously. And I'm gonna not go to bed until everything is done on that to-do list. And so that kind of sometimes wear me out, you know. So sometimes it's like, hey, we doing this, and we might not do any of that. Sometimes that will freak me out, you know. Right. But at the end of the day, it's like, let's do it. You know,
it's
like
good
let's
to be
go
organized.